Hey guys, and welcome back to Game Week 31 FPL, and this week is so big for most people in their leagues. That is because it is the first blank. Usually between 30 and 38 you get the FA Cups, the Carroll Cups, Champions Leagues, which then all come into play with games in the week and in the latter stages of the season, meaning that teams get doubles, teams get blanks, and that's where you really want to take advantage of people who don't have the transfers or the free hits or the wild cards to get it back, so that they have to take minus points or play with less than 11 players. So this is a perfect week for us. However, before I even get into FPL, there is something I need to say, and that is that someone has been on YouTube and trying to steal and use my own content for their own channel. So before I even get into today's game week, I want you all to go to YouTube, search this channel up, Tracy Boy TV, and he's been trying to use my content. I managed to get one of the videos taken down, but as you can see, he's been trying to use my content for himself. And yeah, if you can all go and make sure you go to this channel and click on the channel. Go to that, go channels, and there should be a report user, interpolation. Yeah, I'll go for someone else. Obviously, I've reported it for me. And the channel that, obviously, if you want to put that is the code you need to put. So treated by 0117 at the end. Maybe it's not working. I don't know. But yeah, if you can put that on there, guys, make sure you go and report him. Been using my profile picture, been using the last couple of FPL videos, managed to get most of them taken down. Tried to take some of my zombies channels clips from shorts, but yeah, that's all I want to say is, guys, make sure you go to YouTube, put this name in, report him, let's get him off the channel, and we can get back to FPL. So please, thank you guys, do that, and let's get back to FPL. And if he's got balls enough, we'll see if he uses this video with his shout out. I don't think he will. Let's get back into FPL, guys. So blank game week 31 is a big week for everyone. Looking at the most transfers, ins and outs, is Gordon, Tay, Hernandez, Bruno Fernandez, Ceci, and João Pedro. And I can promise you now, we are going to take 3 of those players into our team week this week, because we are using our free hit. Most transfers out, most likely City and Arsenal. Haaland, Semenyo, Rice, Gahey, and Timber all out. Mostly probably because of free hits, but if people have to use transfers, that is a big blow to their team, especially when they've known about the blanks for the last 6 weeks. But before we even get into the team, this is how we did. 48 points. Obviously, we took minus points there. Callaghan in goal was disappointing because they were 2-0 up, and they ended with draw against Wolves, which, to be fair, Wolves have been cooking lately. But when I saw it was 2-0, I thought, come on, let's go. And then I looked 10 minutes later, and they had conceded. This one hurt because Timber came off, and he would have got a clean sheet. Now, I don't know whether he's fully injured, or they were just resting him for their Champions League game, in which they did win against Leverkusen. Gabriel obviously got 9 points there, got a bonus point. Defensive contributions been good. Minutes played, of course. This player has been absolutely cooking. Hill. James Hill 0-0 against Burnley, which is fair enough. Doesn't matter because he got his clean sheet points. He's got his defensive contra points. If you can't afford Senesi, James Hill is the guy for you. Only at 4.4 million now, I believe. I got him at just under 4.1. I think I bought him a couple of weeks ago. Rice, again, has not really been delivering. However, did get a goal in the Champions League. So hopefully that can be a turn of his spell. Brian Mbemo, again, 3-1 against United, against Villa. Good win for United in the league table. Didn't do much, which is disappointing, but he does have that threat when you've got Bruno and Cunha and Mbemo on the side. Senesi, Semenyo in this 1-1 draw again came off. Again, they were probably resting for the Real Madrid game, which didn't do well. Anderson, nothing really. Bruno, vice-captain, should have went captain. Nearly did. Decided to go against him because of the West Ham fixture for Man City. Ultimately, it didn't pay off, but that is what happens with FPL. Thiago was back on the score sheet in this Wolves game. Got a goal, which was good. But also, and his minutes played, 6 points there. Haaland was captain, so his minutes got doubled. That was it. On the bench, we didn't make any mistakes. Dubravka against Bournemouth could have been the only mistake we really did. But Virgil van Dijk against Spurs, because no one knew Timber was going to get injured, but probably would have got 8-7 points there. So it was the right decision. Which means in the leagues, again, we've really stayed where we are. We've not really moved. We are now 10 points behind Dean Mace. A good friend, Manish, is in there at 6th. The league leaders are miles ahead. I think that is clear. I don't think we're going to get 1, 2, 3, which is a little bit disappointing, especially when it's the first year of my own league. But yeah, Noah is back on top. Very close, only 3 points. Now, I have spoke to Zach during the week because he got absolutely buffled by the blanks. So he's in a sticky position where he's going to have to make a lot of changes because he's got Cherky, Haaland, Semenyo, Gabriel and Raya. To be fair, I did say to him, because it is his first season, Petrovic can come in for Raya. You could probably play Cash if he's fit, Gabriel, which means you only have to really deal with the Man City. He said he wants to get rid of Cherky anyway, so if he gets rid of Cherky, that's one transfer done. That's fine, because you're not bringing him in next week. Then you've got to decide on what you do for Haaland, Semenyo. Do you bench one, sell one, and bring him back the next week if you've got the right transfers? That's probably what I would do. So you just get rid of Cherky, get rid of Semenyo, probably, and then bench Haaland for 1 week, and then bring back Semenyo, whoever you bring in. That's what I would do. But for him, obviously, he will have to decide what he wants to do. If he doesn't want to take too many points, especially if he's trying to get back to number 1. But let's look at the highest points was bench boost, and it was Araya, Ty, Senesi, Gabriel, Saliba, good defence, Gordon captain, which was good choice, and Bemo, Bruno, Soboslai, Thiago, João Pedro, with a bench boost with Martinez, Osalui, Gusto and Cunha. 8 points from Cunha. Probably the only one that really matters there. But yeah, good choice to be fair. Did use 5 minus 12 points as well on transfers. Is crazy. But let's go to transfers anyway, because we are using the free hit this week. And I've kind of got a rough idea of where I want to go. So Gabriel comes out, Timber comes out, Semenyo comes out, Rice comes out, and Haaland comes out. which means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 players need to come in. Firstly, I think defensively, I've got options of going to Ty from Newcastle. Good game against Sunderland. It is a derby, and Sunderland did win that game, but it was because of our own goal. And I do think Newcastle in a little bit more better form than that. So yeah, that's the first one. I think the next one is Anderson for Fulham against Burnley there. A good fixture there, which means we are going to be playing 3 at the back. So we've got Virgil van Dijk against Brighton. We've got Anderson at Burnley for Fulham and Fire against Sunderland. That is what is looking like. The midfield is where it gets spicy because I've got 33.7 million to spend. So for Rice, I would be looking at someone like Rodgers against West Ham. Semenyo, I would like to bring in someone like who do I want to bring in? Who's got a good fixture? Palmer against Everton's not a bad fixture. To be fair, I'd like to get rid of Mbemo this week and go to I don't know. Gordon. That's who I was thinking of. Gordon. I would like to go to up front. I'd like to go to João Pedro, maybe. Someone else, Etatike. Yeah. Or the only other option that's up top, you could go Bowen, been decent enough, but yeah. Which means we've got I still got 4.4 million. That's the crazy part. This is like, where else do we have something? I guess you could get rid of Anderson for 1 week, though he does have Spurs, which is obviously a great fixture to have, despite them beating Atletico Madrid. And then if I wanted to go, I could go Slobosly against that, but not too crazy recently. Cunha, if I was going to go for double Man United, Cunha would be a good shout, because I think he has that little bit more X factor over Mbemo, especially in recent weeks. If we look at that, that's obviously 8 points, 3, 2, 9, 9, 4. Like, since Carrick come in, he's been very good, and has played 90 minutes for the last couple of weeks. But if I was to go against that, I could play Wilson, who again we know has been decent in good fixtures. Let's look at punt 16 points. I might take the punt on Wilson this week actually, which means I do have 3.8 million to play with, and there's no one outstanding left to get. The real question is obviously, who do I play? Like, we're going to play it three at the back. So it's going to be Faye, Anderson, and Thiago, and Virgil van Dijk. That's guaranteed. Then I'll probably play 5 in the midfield. Do I play 5 in the midfield? Or do I play 4-3 up top? You know, it's a big questions to ask. But at the end of the day, I've got 3.9 million. So is there any goalkeeper that has good fixtures? Let me pull up the app on my own phone so I know that who's got good fixtures. Because I was looking at Edin Martinez, which would be 5.1 million against West Ham. Can I go to when was last time they did get? It's a 3-2 last time they played West Ham. However, he didn't play. Could that be the X factor? No, you could go Alisson, which is 5.4 million. I think Martinez it's going to be either Martinez or Callahan's. You know, Brentford against Leeds was a 1-1 draw. You know, I don't like that. That's too. It's about I don't have to go and spend the money because I'm never going to get the money done. Because when you get rid of Haaland, Gabriel, and Timber, Rice, there's no other world class talents enough to buy them because obviously Man City and Arsenal are not playing. So yeah, I think I might. No, I'm gonna go with Callahan still, just because of West Ham do have Bowen. Why not? Wait 1 second. Can I not activate a free? Might have to activate the free chip first. Free hit. Yes, play free hit. Okay, so we're gonna have to redo all of that. But at least I spoke about what I want to do. So free hit activated, so that's fine. So let's go. Yeah, so in defence we want whatever his name's, Faye. Yeah. And then we want Anderson from Fulham, which is a solid back three. Then we're going to replace with Wilson. We're going to replace with Rodgers. We're going to bring in Gordon in, and then we're going to bring in the coldest player in the game, Cole Palmer. Yeah, and then we're going to bring in Atatike, and Krupu gets replaced with João Pedro. And the lat is going to be the free hit list, a huge free hit list. So Gabriel to Faye, Timber to Anderson, Rice to Wilson, Semenyo to Rodgers, and Mbemo to Gordon, Anderson to Cole Palmer, Krupi to João Pedro, and Haaland to Atatike. Those are the transfers. Confirm the plan, play free hit. free hit has been activated, which means the team for this week is going to be Virgil van Dijk come in. Please, yes, substitute. That's your back line. The midfield is absolute cooking. As for the captaincy, we are going to keep it on Bruno Fernandes for this week. Though Rodgers is going to be a good shout for vice captain if I decide to change that. And then we've got to decide on does João Pedro come into this squad over Thiago? Do we play a 4-3-3? Or do I just leave it? Like I said, money is going to always be wasted this week, but it's about finding the best players with the best fixtures to maximise that free hit run when other people will have to use transfers or have to use minus points to fix their teams. So that is going to be our team for this, guys. Like I said, thank you for watching. Just one last thing, please make sure you go to that YouTube channel, Teamselection TV, and make sure you report it for using my content. I know I'm not the greatest YouTuber, I'm not that good at YouTube, but I still put the videos out there for you guys, so not for other people to use them. So if you can do that, guys, and make sure you like, comment and subscribe. Comment what you are doing for your blank week. Do you have a wild card? Do you have a free hit? Do you have to use your points? Do you have to use your transfers to fix your team? Let me know in the comments down below, and I'll see you next week, where hopefully I've gained some points on people. Let's go. Thank you for watching, guys. Peace out. Goodbye.